Thank you very much, Mel Dieter. More of them a little bit later. And now, welcome, Ray Davies.
That wasn't bad, was it?
It's great, wasn't it? Very exciting.
It's a clash on speed.
Do you think it's the Mexican clash on speed? Yeah. The question that I think I'd have to ask you first of all is, your record's called Phobia. Phobias. Do you have any phobias yourself?
Well, I think everybody, any creative person has a phobia. Right? My theory is that 80% of the people in the world need emotional help, and the other 20% are crazy. Because it is a very sort of fast world now, and I think people are coming out about their problems more, and that's why I thought it'd be a good idea to write Phobia.
There's a song about called Neighbour on there, about a neighbour who has those sort of problems, but it sounds like he's a psychopath.
Oh, the guy in Over the Edge, yes.
Yeah.
He formed a secret army because he thinks Britain's being invaded.
Is that based on a real neighbour?
Yes.
Is he watching, do you think?
I hope not. I've moved. I moved away from him very quickly. Yeah, Over the Edge is based, all my songs are based on sort of an element of truth. I have to sort of change names and build up the characters more.
Yeah. Do you think England's become a more, I don't know, over-the-edge place?
Yeah. Well, it is an over-the-edge place, yeah, but at the same time, it's got a great creative spirit. You know, shows like this, it's wonderful. It's like, there's lots of different music out now, in England, all different styles, different influences coming in from all over the world, and it's wonderful.
Good. Well, now, I think we've got a bit of archive footage of it.
I thought you might. Black and white.
Black and white.
But this is living evidence that I exist in colour.
That's right. Creativity continues. Let's have a look at this.
What's this? It's slow motion, isn't it?
There we go.
It's wonderful in slow motion.
The Kinks, and I've got love if you want it.
You would never have believed it. Yeah, it's pretty good, wasn't it?
Frozen on a very respectable-looking man. Was he your manager or something?
I think that's Mandy Rice Davies.
Is it? Yeah. And
I think the man with the haircut. I don't know.
A police officer.
He's a police officer. Yeah.
Now, there, you're playing a lot of rhythm and blues, you see, and here's my question: is that you just made a film about Charlie Mingus.
Charles.
Charles.
That's part of my contract. It's got to be called Charles.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say that from now on. Now I know that. That's what his relatives say that.
Yes.
You just made a film about Charles Mingus.
Yeah.
And that's jazz, but that obviously grabs you in the same excitement as rhythm and
no.
blues. Do you think it's the same school?
The reason I chose Mingus, people say, why did you make a film about him? Because I think he's the link between jazz into blues, because when Mingus came over here in 1962, I think, he hung out with Alexis Corner. And Alexis Corner had the first blues incorporated, and people like Jimmy Page, Charlie Watts played with them. So I think he's part of that link. So it's not that odd that I'd find his music interesting. Also, his music is riff-oriented, and you know what that is. It's a riff. It's riff stuff, and it's very common in a lot of our music. So, yeah.
Now, I think you're going to play some tracks from your new record Phobia a little later.
More lyrical stuff.
More lyrical. So we'll look forward to having you back then. In the meantime, if you just... by the way, have you ever seen a flying saucer?
Not knowingly.
No, that's fair enough. I don't know if any...
Not while I was sober, anyway.
No, I don't know if any of your band has. They've been given bits of paper. I don't think many people in Britain have, but a lot have in America.
Yeah. Well, they're not afraid in America.
To see things.
To see things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Open their eyes, that's right. Well, look forward.
Speaking of opening our eyes.
open our eyes to the next performer, if we may. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you later.